I was once a camper myself. But it wasn't anything like this.
Jeep creep. Today, on another exciting episode of Jeep Creep, we're going to be putting in windows. Well, not really putting them in. We've already put them in. We just need to seal them correctly. Also, I'm going to work on putting in the door. So that'll be exciting. So I did install the other window. At least cut it out and everything. This time, I'm going to cut out the other side because I did decide to put two windows in it, one on each side. And yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet having two windows instead of just one. But it'll have a lot better light, better cross breeze, the whole shebang, Bob's your uncle, one window on each side. It'll be good. So stay tuned. We need to finish up this window back here behind me. I set it in place, but I never sealed it or got it down. So I've been thinking about how to get it to seal, because an RV window usually has like a little bit of space between it with insulation and all that, and the inside of the frame mounts to that. But since I'm only using 3/4 ply, there's nowhere, you know, for it to grab on the screws on the frame. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run rivets from the outside, and let me show you what I got here. These are heavier rivets. They got a heavier shank. I think they're 3/16. And what these have, unlike normal rivets, if you look, this rivet actually has a rubber washer, okay? And in the videos, or not in the videos, but in the things that I've read, that they are waterproof and you can use it for like kayaks even. So that's kind of cool. And they're black because I didn't want to have a bunch of silver rivets everywhere. I don't know if that silver hat will show or not. I think it's just the sleeve. Oh yeah, that's the inside. This is the outside. So you won't see anything but black, which is good because I didn't want a bunch of rivets pattern around it. Not that this is a beauty contest or anything, but hey, whatever. Try to do the best we can, right? So I need to figure out how to seal this window, so let me get that pulled out right now. So you can see what I'm talking about here, how thick it is, right? This is way more than 3/4. And you can see where I painted on the inside and accidentally rubbed, so the window stops right here pretty much. So I need to run some sort of seal right here, I'm thinking, for where it meets the wood. I know butyl tape would be good and everything. It's plastic, so it's not gonna really kill it. Or I can run a seal right here is what I'm kind of thinking on the lip. This stuff right here, yeah, weather stripping caulking cord. I like this stuff a lot, and I think this stuff was on the original window because I found some caulk-like tape on the outside of this window. So yeah, let's give that a try. We're gonna run it all the way around the sides like that. Instead, and I'm kind of doing it in the corner so it does meet the side a little bit. So on the wood side it does rest on it. Like if there's any flex or anything in the wood. It's plastic, so it flexes already. I don't know. Just thinking out loud here. Okay, for all my stretching, mangling, got a little bit extra now. Just go a little thicker in that. That's okay. say this thing's tight, I am dead dog serious. It's tight. Okay, good. I'm gonna do a pilot hole. I'm gonna figure out how far in from the ledge. Try dead center, see what it looks like. Well, let's see what she does. It is what it is. Okay. So you can see what happened there. It stopped right there. Didn't get through all the way. I'm thinking that's a pretty good hold. I mean, let me try pushing it out. Nope, that ain't gonna work. All right, back to the drawing board. The blind rivets didn't work. I tried a, I don't know, 1 5/8 rivet, 2-inch and change rivet. None of them worked. So I got me some screws, or some bolts, I should say. And I'm gonna use stop washers, and they are about the same size as the rivet, which I think was 5/16. So let's get this popped in. Also, I took and got a different name brand, but same stuff, the caulk cord. You could see that it wasn't quite thick enough on the sides, but if you can see that now, nice and thick now. So as I screw this down, it'll press into that. I'm still gonna put probably a bead of silicone around the window after I paint and everything. But I mean, honestly, even without this caulk cord, it's already pretty waterproof. It's been through some storms. I watched it. You know, the water just doesn't run down the sides of this thing really. So I've had pretty good luck with keeping this dry. But I just want to triple, you know, insulate this thing where I can. So let's go ahead and pop this in. I drilled my hole already. This should be, oh yeah, I can see it on the other end. It is more than long enough. All right, I'll get my nut started on the inside. There we go. Here's the inside. As you can see, I took and trimmed those down to size so they're flat. I'll paint them white on the inside, clean that frame up. You won't even notice it anymore. It'll be pretty clean looking. This one goes in easiest by sticking in this first. Perfect. Let's start getting some drilling going. All right, I got the other window installed, same as the other one, but pretty much, and a little bit of, you know, trimming here and there to get it to fit, because these are old used windows, but it looks pretty good. I like it with the two windows. Sun's setting already, but let's take a look on the inside and see what it looks like as far as light goes. Oh yeah. Oh, this camera brightens things up, but having the two windows, you can see all the light coming in right there, all the light coming in there. It makes a huge difference, I think. And you have much better views, you know. You look out the windows on either bench seat that you're sitting on. So you're not missing any of the action, you know. That's one thing I like about some campers. They don't, you know, they don't have a lot of windows, and you're staring at walls on a TV more than anything, even though I'm putting a TV in here, but, you know, just because I can. And I got my cranks on. So, woohoo! We got window cranks. Pretty fun. All right, now that we got our windows in and trimmed out the bolts, I'm starting to finish off this piece right here on the door. So, when the step goes up, we got a gap here. This is not necessarily the right door for this camper anyway. It's just a door that I found. So what I'm gonna do here is fill this gap with a piece of wood. There are some screws on the bottom of the door, so I had to take and do a terrible job routing, but I routed a channel for them so it sits flat. And then I got some aluminum bar, screwed this down, and this will boop, fill that part of the door, like so. So now I need to mount this to there. So let's get that going. We got this bottom piece attached. Not fully done yet. We got 3 in, I gotta do another one. But you can see my bar across, and just run in some bolts and lock nuts in there. And then I'll add an extended piece to run down to fill out the rest of the door, because the reason I'm doing it this way is because this door is in line with this. I mean, I need to trim it down a little bit to get it to fit, but so I need to run a second piece behind it so I can close this. Originally, this just kind of folds up on a hinge, but I'm not going to do it that way. So yeah. All right, one of the important things that we need to get in and out, door handle. So this is just a simple brushed chrome handle from, you know, for a door pull for a cabinet or whatever. But since this is a nice little camper, just a nice little handle right there. Looks good. It stays out of the way too, so it doesn't grab anything, which is great. Man, that's nice. Once you're up in the camper, this has a like a little latch thing that latches to lock it when you're in it. So I figure I have like a little handle right here where you can pull it in and then latch it down and lock it. I got the same one that I got here because I really like that look. But yeah, so it's looking good so far. I had to shave this down a little bit to get this to line up, but look at that. It lines up perfect. Now you can see what I'm talking about. This board right here hits this lip right here, and this will be like, you know, when you're storing it or whatever. I do need to put a seal in here, so I do need to build a little bit of a frame insert, so don't freak out about that. We'll get to that. The door frame fits the frame really well. I'll frame that out, and then I'll have a piece of wood that attaches it to the back of this, and then goes all the way down to this right here and kind of sits in there, and it'll close in there. I'll need to build like a rail right here and put a seal, much like this seal, you know, so it's airtight, I guess. But yeah, coming along pretty nicely. I really love that handle. It is so smooth and beautiful. I'm going to paint this white, but man, tempted to leave that handle like that nice brushed chrome. I might take it off and leave it. I think I will. It'll make it more visible. Okay, so I got my door set up and fits real good. Got the handle on there and clears the seal really well. And you can see that I got all screwed down real good. Now the only thing I got left that I'm going to do is I am going to flex seal this stuff. I'm going to do this right here just to make it smoother and softer to touch. So you have a nice rubberized finish instead of a, you know, something you can get splinters on. All right, that's looking pretty snazzy. I'm going to fill those screw holes in. Actually, I'm going to put some on top of these trimmed off nuts, bolts and nuts at the end of the trimmed off bolt, like that. Now it'll be nice and smooth. I'm gonna do the top of these screw heads too. It'll be good too because I'm gonna be going from a black color change to a white, and it's hard with one layer of paint. I'll use something thick like this and you got instant color change. Try to fill the screw heads too so you don't see it. All right, there we go. That's where we're gonna stop for today. So we'll get that sealed up, get this propped open so it doesn't rub off. And yeah, we'll call her a day. So stay tuned next time on Jeep Creep. We'll be probably painting this door. I still got the sink to work on. I got all kinds of stuff. I was happy just to get the windows in, the door in, my nice attractive little handle here. I will get a second handle. Remind myself for that, for like up here when you're on the inside, so you can close this a little bit easier. But yeah, looking good. I'm absolutely loving the way this is turning out. And we'll see you next time, guys.